World EX headed to Valencia for round 2 of Season 8, the Spanish MotoGP venue beating out Jerez and Jarama in the monthly track voting. The unique sim racing community welcomed a new member in Rune Bobers from Belgium, racing for Brabham Motorsport in the series for the first time. Marcel Offermans joined the World EX Bizz Talk before the on-track action began to give the World EX community an insight into the latest developments in sim racing, and in particular his new project, The Last Garage. Defending world champion Devin Braune was once again in a class of his own in qualifying, taking pole position for the feature race by more than half a second. Young German kart driver Jarno Wieser qualified in P2, with Nicolas Hillebrand completing the top 3. P8 in qualifying handed pole position for the reverse grid sprint race to World EX rookie Rune Bobers. The Belgian defended his position into turn 1, showing a good pace early on and benefiting from some hard fighting behind him. Devin Braune was very aggressive this time, moving up to P6 right after the start and immediately attacking his good old friend Nicolas Hillebrand. A first attempt to pass Hillebrand on the opening lap cost Stefan Volter valuable time, as he was forced off the track when Braune tried to squeeze through and made them go 3 wide. Race Control later handed Braune a yellow card for his move. It took the world champion several attempts to pass Hillebrand before the latter made a small mistake at the end of lap 2, allowing Braune to move up a position. Former EX world champion Julius Martin was Braune's next victim, also with a slight contact, but this time no further action was taken by Race Control. Chris Overend was next, and after just 4 laps, Braune had moved from P8 on the grid to 3rd, now chasing leader Rune Bobers and his Rocket Simsport teammate Callum Cripps. The intra-team battle between the two had already entertained us in the sprint at Watkins Glen, and so it was again at Valencia. The British racer and instructor defended as hard as he could as both of them closed the gap on Bobers. A slight mistake by the Belgian gave the Rocket Simsport duo a 1-2 lead on lap 7, a lap that did not end well at all for both Bobers and Jarno Wieser. When a slight contact between Braune and Cripps ahead of them caused Wieser and Bobers to touch and spin off track. Braune and Cripps continued their intense battle, which allowed Chris Overend to close the gap to the leaders. But things did not go well for Chris Overend when Cripps ran wide on lap 9, handing the lead to Braune and spinning directly in front of Overend, who had nowhere to go. Replays showed Cripps' mistake and how little Overend could do to avoid the crash. All the drama left Julius Martin and Nicolas Hillebrand battling it out for the last 2 places on the sprint podium, a battle which Hillebrand won with a clever move 2 laps from the end. After an intense sprint race in Valencia, Devin Braune crossed the line in P1, 2.3 seconds ahead of Nicolas Hillebrand and 2.9 seconds ahead of Julius Martin, with Stefan Volter the best of the rest in P4. The feature race was much calmer after the frantic sprint, with Devin Braune taking a commanding Leicester flag victory, his 40th in the RCCO World EX Championship. Nicolas Hillebrand kept the pressure high on front row starter Jarno Wieser throughout the race. but the young German kart driver was able to resist and finished second to Braune, repeating his result from the season opener at Watkins Glen. Callum Cripps overtook Stefan Volter to finish fourth after an uneventful race. Volter was unlucky when his battle for P4 with Julius Martin ended in contact with teammate Chris Overend, sending Volter spinning into the gravel. A replay from Overend's car shows the battle between Volter and Martin and the light contact that unsettled Volter's EX0. Later, Overend made a mistake while braking and crashed into Julius Martin, allowing Bodo Kraling to say thank you and take P5. Further back in the field, Patrick Vincenek earned himself a yellow card when he gained a position and forced Marcus Martin off the track. The results of the feature race at Valencia and the standings in a championship which is getting hotter with each event.
Let's go.